Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If you are seeing me for the first time, I'm Intentional Favor, and on this channel I film about faith, lifestyle, studying abroad and social work. So please, if you like to join this family, you are more than welcome to do so. Just hit the red subscribe button below as well as the notification bell so that you get notified each time I upload new videos. And to you, my amazing and wonderful returning subscribers, thank you guys so much for always coming back to watch my videos. So guys, in today's video, as you've seen the title already, I'm happy I'm finally filming this video telling you guys the local authorities in the UK, specifically in England, that offer certificate of sponsorship for social work jobs. Yeah, so this is a video that I've always wanted to film, and lately the demand is so much and I feel like this is the best time for me to finally release this video. Let me quickly leave a disclaimer, okay? Yeah, so everything I'll be saying in this video, talking about the information, the local authorities I'll be mentioning, these are based on my experience, my research. So some of the local authorities I'll be highlighting in this video are those, of course, I will always give you guys details, okay? Those that I have really verified, because you may know that there is one thing about the register of licensed sponsors. There's actually a whole register on UK government website that has the list of licensed sponsors, employers in the UK that have the license to offer tier 2, okay? They are there. But sometimes from my research, I found out that some of them are not actively recruiting. Some are recruiting, but some of them, they are not offering C.O.S. So many things. Okay, whenever I mention a local authority, I'm going to, of course, just give you guys briefly my findings about them and, of course, give you guys some elements of hope. So whenever I mention a local authority, they are based on my research, basically. So please feel free to do your own research. And mind you, this list is endless. I'm only giving you the local authorities that I personally, I have known, I've come to know that they offer certificate of sponsorship, and of course those that I got to know through my friends, if that makes sense, okay? So please feel free. There are so many 1,001 local authorities out there that are offering sponsorship to social workers. So please feel free to do your own research depending on where you want to work or where you want to be based in the UK. Having said that, in no particular order, the first local authority on my list is Leeds City Council. Yes, I'm 100% sure, guys, about Leeds City Council offering certificate of sponsorship to social workers, including newly qualified social workers. Personally, I made contact with them. Actually, I had a job offer with Leeds City Council, but because of some reasons, of course, I couldn't take up the job. Of course, you know, I can't divide myself. How many of you remember that video where I told you guys, now them, they rush me? Yes, now them, they rush me. I got so many offers with local authorities that are happy to give me sponsorship, but I can't choose every one of them. So I finally ended up where I am at the moment. But Leeds City Council, rest assured, yes, they will give you sponsorship. Once you pass their interview, whether you're an international student and you want C.O.S, they will gladly and happily give you certificate of sponsorship so that you can be on tier 2 visa as a social worker here in the UK. Second on my list is Liverpool City Council. Yes, Liverpool City Council, of course, I made contact with them, but when I actually contacted them, they said that there is a particular team that they have always provided sponsorship for. So particularly is for children. I forgot to say that Leeds City Council, when I contacted them, they told me that it's for children. Yeah, so for children. I don't know about the adults because when I was making inquiries, it was for children. So please, if you're into adults, make sure that you make contact with them also and check with them if they have any opening for adults, and of course if they provide sponsorship for that one. So that's Leeds City Council. Same with Liverpool. They told me that under their children's team, there is a particular team that they provide sponsorship, and I think that's the team that most times they actually take their newly qualified into, and that is duty and assessment. Okay, so when I did call them to make inquiries, they told me, yeah, they give sponsorship, but it was for this team. And of course, they did check, and they have, when I applied, they had vacancy for that particular team and that role for newly qualified. And of course, I did apply, and they invited me for interview. Anyways, I couldn't go for the interview because it was on my graduation day, and I already got a job that sponsored me. So, but rest assured that Liverpool City Council give sponsorship to international students or whoever, okay, and they are willing to sponsor your visa. And the third on my list is Kirklees Metropolitan Council. Yes, Kirklees. I think it's in Huddersfield. So this is actually the first local authority I attended social work interview with. Yes. Then, I was still doing my final placement, and of course I applied for this job, and then they invited me for interview. I traveled down. I took a day off from my placement that day because I was still doing placement when this interview was scheduled for. So I went down, I did interview, I did very well, but then they don't offer sponsorship. So I remember the HR that I was working with then, I told her, she said sponsorship, she didn't know what it was all about. She did speak with everybody and they said, no, sorry, we don't. Of course I didn't see them on the register. Then I was just a guy, just saw an opening and I applied. But I'm grateful for that experience because that boosted my confidence and gave me an idea of what social work interview is like. Later on this channel, I'm going to film a video telling you guys of videos about interviews, like social work interviews, in case you are preparing for one or you are anticipating to, apply for any jobs. So I'm going to bring you guys all these videos, and of course they will be useful, I believe. So Kirklees Council, then they were in, but of course I created the awareness. I tell you guys, I've actually created awareness in so many local authorities for you guys, and I'm glad that many local authorities are beginning to open up to this sponsorship of a thingy. Yeah, so Kirklees Council, in less than 1 year after I applied, finally they got the license and they are currently on the register of licensed sponsors. It doesn't end there. One thing I did, that when I saw that they were on the list, because I still have that contact, I still have the email, I still remember the name of the HR I worked with them, all I did was to send her an email, and of course I saw that there was an opening then. So I told her, oh, see, I found out that Kirklees is now on the register. Please, are you really sponsoring? I want to be sure, because from my experience, some local authorities will be there, but they are not still offering sponsorship. I'll come to that later. So they told me, yeah, we've gotten the license here. We now have the license and we can sponsor. Once you apply, and of course you did well in your interview, and you have a job offer with us, we will gladly sponsor your visa. So Kirklees Metropolitan Council, you guys are the best. Yes, they offer sponsorship. And of course, I'm excited about this one. The next on my list is Rotherham Metropolitan Borough Council, the bang. Yes, so Rotherham Metropolitan Borough Council, they are actually offering sponsorship, and you are more than welcome to apply to this local authority. If you are a social work student and of course you want to get a job, you are a social worker, they gladly and willingly offer tier 2 visa sponsorship to social workers. Okay guys, that's it about the council or the local authorities that I personally made contact with, and of course they confirmed. Okay, now I'm going to go to some local authorities that are in the register, and of course I'll tell you some of my experience with them, just to tell you that you can still try out. Because when I'm filming this video, let me say this now, guys, every information I'm giving you as at when I'm publishing this video, they are true. Okay, things change. Sometimes local authorities, they might stop offering sponsorship, so I'm not ignorant of that, and I don't want you to be ignorant of that. So have this at the back of your mind. As at when this video is getting published, they are all on the register and they are currently offering certificate of sponsorship to social workers, if that makes sense. Okay, so regardless of when you'll be watching this video, just feel free to still make contact with them, check on their website, and of course there you have it. So now another local authority that I know that they are on the register is Manchester City Council. So Manchester City Council, of course, they are on the register, and of course from my experience I did contact them to check whether they are actively giving sponsorship, and of course they told me that unfortunately, that's the word. As at when I asked them that question, they said that they are reviewing it, and whilst they are doing that, they are not offering sponsorship. But mind you, they are still on the register. They've still got the license, but I think as at when I contacted them, it's within them. So feel free, okay, if you want to work in Manchester or to work with Manchester City Council, feel free to check with them. And of course, you might be lucky, and they are now currently giving certificate of sponsorship. That's it about Manchester City City Council. The next local authority I want to talk about is Salford City Council. City Council is also in Manchester, okay? So they are on the register, they offer sponsorship or they have the license, but my experience with them is because I'm a newly qualified. I got a job with them as a newly qualified social worker to do my ASYE program, and then it got to the stage of sponsorship. They said, oh, they are not offering sponsorship for ASYE because of this role I applied. Probably if I was a qualified social worker or maybe in my level 2, okay, probably they would have sponsored me, but they said they are not offering sponsorship for the ASYE that I applied for. So I'm not sure. Of course, I did kind of I queried that, okay, but then they have their policy, but I want to believe that they might be open now. Probably that has changed. I'm just giving you this information just to tell you some other local authorities you might make contact with and try out in case you want to work there, okay? Yeah, so that's it about Salford City Council. So guys, I'll go ahead to talk about some local authorities that I gathered this information from a friend of mine. So yeah, I'm very sure, 100% sure about these first local authorities. So basically, I'm talking about local authorities in the West Midlands, okay? Now, I'm 100% sure about Birmingham City Council. So they offer sponsorship, okay? Yeah, my friend applied to them. Of course, she's made that contact, and of course, they offer sponsorship. So if you're interested in working in the West Midlands, just take note of these local authorities there, because most of them, they offer sponsorship. I am not sure, like I said, unlike the first 4 that I gave you guys updates on, that I personally made my research. I spoke with them, and of course, they gave me the assurance that they offer sponsorship. And of course, you can apply to them. But Birmingham City Council, I know that they offer sponsorship. They're on the register. My friend did apply to them, and it might interest you to know that my friend is major in adults and not children, if that makes sense. So I know that I was saying some things about some local authorities earlier that is about children. That is not to say that those local authorities cannot give you sponsorship if you are in adults, okay? So all you need to do is make contact with them. Just go there. Maybe in a subsequent video, I'm going to give you guys tips on how to make social worker application, how to find jobs and job openings, just to give you that assurance that definitely you can easily land a job in the UK as a social worker that will give you sponsorship even after your training, after your social work training here in the UK as an international student. Having said that, Birmingham City Council, yes, they actually offer sponsorship to social workers, even newly qualified social workers. Next in the West Midlands is Coventry City Council. Yeah, Coventry City Council, they are on the register, and like I said, my friend told me that most of these local authorities, they actually offer sponsorship. Then the next local authority is Sandwell Metropolitan Borough Council. Yeah, Sandwell Metropolitan Borough Council is also in the West Midlands, and they are on the register of licensed sponsors, and I believe that they are offering sponsorship. Feel free to make contact with them. Feel free to check their website, and of course make contact to know whether or not they are actively sponsoring. And the next local authority in the West Midlands is Solihull Metropolitan Borough Council. Yeah, so Solihull Metropolitan Borough Council is also in the West Midlands, and they are on the register of licensed tier 2 sponsors here in the UK. So rest assured that you might be able to get sponsorship with them after your social work program in case you are hoping to work in the West Midlands. So guys, the last but not the least, still in West Midlands, is Walsall Council. Yes, Walsall Council, they are actually in the register of licensed sponsors. It's in the West Midlands, and I want to believe that they are offering sponsorship. Like I said, and I'm saying it again, feel free to make your own research. This is just to signpost you to some local authorities in case you don't even know where to start. I know what research can be. I know you are studying, you are in your final year, or you are in this, or you are that. Just start off with these local authorities that I have highlighted in this video. It's very easy. In a different video, guys, I'm going to tell you guys the process of job search. I know that I have previous videos which I will encourage you to go ahead and check them out, where I shared my journey. I have shared on this channel how I started my journey, job search, tips on how to get sponsorship and all of that. Go ahead and check the playlist on my channel titled Social Work. In there, every information you need about studying social work, working as a social worker in the UK, they can all be found in that playlist. And I wish you all the best in your job search, okay? Yes, please, if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, okay? Like this video, subscribe to my channel if you have not, and of course, share this video with as many people as you think that might need need it. Leave comments in the comment section. Do you have questions, further questions, or do you want anything you want me to address in a video? Feel free to leave them in the comment section and I'll be getting back to you on that. Until I see you guys in my next video, stay blessed, remain intentional, and take care of yourselves. Bye.